Hello everyone, welcome back to another short here. We're touching on three more signings that happened while I was away on holiday. So we saw three more very interesting signings we want to touch on here today. So we're going to start off with the biggest one. Moser is in the final year of his deal, a 2-year, $3.375 million deal. It's been actually a very fantastic defensive-minded defenseman there for the Tampa Bay Lightning this year. Really good 25-year-old defenseman, can play either side of the blue line. He's 6 foot, 187 pounds. The Bolts liked what he brought enough to sign him to an extension, and that's a long-term one at that. They signed him to an 8-year extension, AAV of $6.75 million. Moser has worked out phenomenally for Tampa. He has 4 goals and 14 points in 39 games with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I think he's like a plus 20 or something like that. So like he's been really good in the absence of McDonough and Hedman. He is really fitting really well with a guy like Darren Radish on the top pair for Tampa, and he has thrived. So that's a fantastic extension for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He was an RFA, so he was going to need one anyway. They just got to have business, and I think getting him at under $7 million is going to be a pretty good steal there for the Tampa Bay Lightning for years to come. So we're interested out there. Another signing we saw was in San Jose with pending UFA Center Wennberg. Wennberg was a guy who a lot of people were expecting to potentially get moved to the trade deadline, especially with the amount of teams who need centers. He's 31 years old. He's a center, but can also play on the left wing. Very versatile guy in the final year of a 2-year, $5 million deal. The Sharks instead wound up signing him to an extension. He gets a 3-year extension, AAV of $6 million. Might be a little bit on the more expensive side, but like it's a 3-year deal. It's not terrible for the San Jose Sharks. He's worked really well as like a solid second, third line center this year for the San Jose Sharks team. Has 7 goals and 26 points in 41 games, which isn't half bad, on pace for around the 52-point mark. So like he's doing pretty good for the San Jose Sharks right now. Because of that, I like this deal for the Sharks, showing that they want to try and keep some of the UFAs instead of just giving them all away at the trade deadline. I still think they'll move some of them because they have like 5 pending UFA defensemen, but Wennberg is a guy who is not going to go, and he's going to stay in San Jose, so we're interested to note there. The last signing was in Vancouver as longtime AHLer Linus Karlsson, who's 26 years old, right winger / center, started to over the past couple of years get into some NHL action. In the final year of a 1-year league minimum deal, has signed an extension. He gets a 2-year extension, AAV of $2.25 million. This is a little bit of an overpayment in my opinion. I think Karlsson is a good player. I don't think he's a $2 million player, at least not at this point in his career. I think he has the potential to be a solid like third line forward, but I just don't think he's there yet. So for this year though, he has had some pretty good games, having 10 goals and 18 points in 38 games, which isn't half bad for a guy who is, I think, only in his like second or third NHL season. So like I said, I think it's a little bit of overpayment, but I think it's a pretty good deal for the Vancouver Canucks because it's only 2 years. So very interesting to note there. Those are all signs from our past couple of days. Let your guys' thoughts on the Wennberg, Moser, and Karlsson signings down in the comment section below. That's all I'm talking about in this video. Stay tuned for more coming out. God bless y'all. I'll see you on the next one.